Plasma Physics Lab, take 6. We have both plasma bulbs lit and glowing a very pretty pink. That is helium gas plasma. The signal that we're receiving on the oscilloscope looks like a fairly symmetrical beat wave. And if we take a look at the spectrum analyzer, we see we have a nice spectral peak at exactly frequency 10.212 megahertz. And you'll notice the cursor is riding on top of the exact spectral peak. And the frequency is reading out here. The signal level is at about negative 44 dBm. And so we can record that right here. That'll be our center frequency, 10.212 at negative 44 dB. Now we're going to go looking for two sidebands on each side. The first one will be a lower sideband at a calculated frequency of 10.114 megahertz. So I'm going to take the screen, I'm going to scroll the cursor down to 10.114 megahertz. 10.114. Okay, exactly. The cursor found itself in a rut here. It's just reading some baseline noise, and so that frequency is a no. The next frequency is a lower sideband, number 2. We're looking for a spectral frequency spike at 10.016 megahertz. Okay, let's scroll the cursor down until the frequency readout says 10.016 megahertz. 10.016. The cursor landed on a spectral peak, so that is a sideband, and it's right on top of the exact peak of the frequency, reading at 10.016 megahertz, and the signal level at that point is about negative 52 dB. Let's continuing. We're going to now look for upper sideband number 1 at a frequency of 10.310 megahertz. If we look at the spectrum analyzer, the cursor is set at exactly 10.31 megahertz, and it's bouncing up and down at a just a baseline frequency. It's just picking up some noise. There's no spectral peak there. We do see, however, a spectral peak off to the right, and we're going to scroll on up there and see what that is. There, the cursor's sitting on that peak, and that's reading 10.408 megahertz, and that is listed on our calculation sheet, 10.408 megahertz. Once again, we'll look at the screen. We'll see that that's reading at about negative 47 dB. So negative 47 dB. We also have a sideband. It would be the 8th sideband off of this center frequency at 11.780 megahertz. Let's go looking to see if we can find that. Let's see. Frequency. We're going to scroll up to 11.8 megahertz. 7, 8. There's 11.8 megahertz. There is... the cursor is actually at 12.08. We're going to bring the cursor down to 11.78 megahertz and see if we land on a peak. .780 exactly, and the cursor did find a peak. The peak is at negative 63 dBm. So negative 63 dBm. So with this particular mix of frequencies, we have a spectral peak at exactly 11.780 megahertz.